Can I have some spotlight here? My name is Nour, which means light in Arabic. You may start wondering, what my name has to do with all of this? But let me tell you, it makes all the difference. I still remember when I was in the 2nd grade. It was the first year we had choir in our school, and my teachers directly welcomed me to our new team. I still distinctly remember how tall I thought that microphone was, and how I stood up straight and raised and strained my neck just so that I could get my voice to be heard the most, to let the spotlight shine on me. I like that spotlight. To be so little but do so much, I could show everyone that even though I was little, in age and size, the effect I would make would rattle the stars. I stayed like that for quite a while. I even got 5 solo parts in the 6th grade. And don't get me wrong, that was perfect for me. I enjoyed the spotlight alone. Yes, you heard me, alone, even though I'm a twin. But feeling so special was the highlight of my years. I can hear you all saying to yourselves, what an egocentric young lady. Well, wait a bit. You have to know that my teachers accentuated this tendency, as I was special, being both socially and academically talented. However, as I grew older, I discovered that it became even harder to keep up to their expectations. I felt things become more complex and an escalating tsunami of stress. Firstly, grades needed to be perfect in order to be admitted to my dream college and dream major. Secondly, my singing needed more practice now that I'm a solo singer. And finally, even my behavior needed to be monitored in order to fit in with social expectations. It was hectic. Now, the real turning point was my interdisciplinary project. It was a project where we had to aid the UN, the United Nations goal, in solving one or more of the SDGs, which are the Sustainable Development Goals. At first, I thought I was invincible. I can do that with minimal effort as usual. However, as the project progressed, things started to look really complicated. And I found myself, for the first time in a really long time, to be alone. Usually me being alone was a good thing, right? But now I wasn't just alone. I was isolated. And the worst part was that everyone around me was shining, whereas my light, my Nour, was slowly dimming and fading away till it became forgotten with little to no embers. I kept trying, despite the little voice in my head saying, you need help. And I found myself physically and mentally drained. I couldn't think, I couldn't eat, I couldn't even sleep well. And for the first time in my life, I raised the white flag. I realized I couldn't do it all on my own anymore. And I had to let all of the darkness sink in deep until I finally found a flashlight. My family. My family was holding that flashlight. All of them said in unison, "Get up!" I said, "I can't." Being stubborn, they repeated more demandingly and carried me throughout the whole beautiful journey, full of light and treasures, by reminding me how we have always embraced teamwork. We cooked together, we suffered together, we celebrated together, we even cried together sometimes. We have always been a package deal, but I was just too blinded by me to recognize it. Those pleasant family memories flashed repeatedly in my head. And I realized that the interdisciplinary project was not as complex as I made it out to be. It was in fact all about the way I handled it. So, change of perspective. Working alone is great, but working in a team is amazing. Let's all benefit from each other's strengths and weaknesses. The future is us holding hands to make one team. Together, we can outshine anyone.